Welcome to another one of my videos. For some reason, my bitrate is horrific today, so I'm just going to do this offline. I'm going to upload it afterward. So we first picked C-Octopus when I realised that my bitrate was dropping a heap of frames, so we've got a good start there. I really like Dorat to go with this. I think that works really well. The triggers from this obviously stack on top as well, so nothing massively exciting in this pack anyway, so Pacifism is the best card along with Snare Tactician, but there's nothing in blue or red that are particularly interesting. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything beyond the Pacifism, to be honest, so we'll just take the Pacifism and we'll keep ourselves open. Don't like picking the Bastion that early. Usually ends up with issues, so. I like the Cloud Piercer with what we've already got, so Octopus, Sprite Dragon seems pretty good to then have Cloud Piercer as well. Beyond that, Easy Prey is not particularly good. Charge is a really awkward card. So yeah, Cloud Piercer seems like a good one for what we're trying to do here. Ooh, so we've got Frost Links and we've got Channeled Forest here. This usually wheels, so I'm going to take that gamble on it coming back. I'm just going to pick the Frost Links. Gives us another good non-human for that. Ram Through is a good removal spell, but not really green. I think we're moving into being solid blue-red, and we've just picked up a Rumbling Rock Slide as well, which is excellent. Blitz has been wheeling, so there's a chance that comes back. If you're the only kind of blue-red spells player, it does occasionally come back. Very little music at the moment. I'm expecting some kind of background noise when you're drafting, but apparently not. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. None of them are amazing. Reptilian Reflection's a good card if you have any cycling cards. Frostville Ambush is a good cycling card, but the effect isn't massively strong. Phase Dolphin's only okay. I think I'm in on the Reptilian Reflection, and just if that ends up working out, then fine, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Ooh, there's another Cloud Piercer or a Stinger. I think I'm supposed to go Cloud Piercer. We don't need the Rock Slide, or don't need the Reflection to pay off the rest of this. The Marmoset's actually quite good as a first striker to be able to mutate onto. But Go for Blood is actually very good in this as well, obviously just for the size of our creatures. I'm going to pick the Marmoset. Usually pick up the Go for Bloods a little bit later. We'll take this. We might end up having a black card we can splash. The Claws is a playable card, whereas we could have picked up the Rugged Highland there. Again, for the same reason, we might end up being able to splash a green card. Yeah, see how we get on with the mana. Closed my windows about 5 minutes ago, and the heavens have just absolutely opened, and it's chucking it down with rain. Beautiful weather today. We were supposed to, and Channel Force came back as we expected. Cards only okay, but when you're in this deck, it's a good card. Like just being able to like churn through your hand and kill a creature is usually good enough. To be another color. Yeah, we definitely can't take that one. Archipelago is a pretty ridiculous card at the top though, so that's a good one. The only other card that would be interesting is Marmoset in our colours. Out with our colour would just be Cub Warden. Nightbonder is not particularly amazing in blue-red. We don't have that many flash things, so Archipelago is a very good card though. So Glimmerbell is a nice creature, really nice creature to be able to mutate onto with our things. There's a Stinger and a Farfinder as well, but I really like picking the Glimmerbells, especially when 2-drops are difficult to get a hold of. Wow! Whew. I have no idea what the pick is here. Porcupine is one of the better payoffs when you've got like Glimmerbell and you've got those kind of things to be able to mutate onto. Fire Prophecy is the premium removal spell, and there's another Glimmerbell, there's a Dreamtail Heron, and another Dorat. So I think I'm not going to pick the Dorat. There's a chance that wheels. The Heron. How many things have we got? So if I just dump this to the board, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mutate abilities. Porcupine is so good with Glimmerbells. I'm actually just going to go with Porcupine. It's just so good with the Glimmerbell. And it's very good if we get any Thieving Otters as well. We're almost guaranteed to get something back out of that pack though, so. Oh, we've got another Porcupine. Or Wingspan Mentor. Wingspan Mentor is actually very good here. Because all of our things are... Wow, that's a pick. I think I'm supposed to go Porcupine again. It's just such a house with the Glimmerbell. We don't actually have that many flyers though, do we? It's just Glimmerbell and Sprite Dragon. I'm going to go with Wingspan Mentor. We did just pick up that Porcupine, so... okay, we've got another Glimmerbell here. Nothing else in the pack, so that's a fairly easy pick. Picking up there aren't that many good 2-drops, so picking up good 2-drops to be able to mutate onto on turn 3 is important. Neutralize is a good pickup here. Good counter spell that can also cycle. And I think we're just doing the same pick again. Skybonder's not brilliant just because we don't have that many flyers. But another Neutralize doesn't go amiss. Primal Empathy is late there. So that kind of that's basically the 8th pick. So essentially nobody must be in blue green. I think it's just the Capture Sphere here. We don't have much in the way of removal. We've got a Rock Slide and we've basically got a Marmoset to be able to ping things. So not much in the way of removal. So I think Capture Sphere is a reasonable card there. Man, that's some serious heavy rain. We probably haven't had proper rain here in a good few weeks. Okay, this is back from our opening pack. So I think we're just picking up another Capture Sphere here. Forbidden Friendship is interesting. We don't actually have that many non-creatures, do we? So I'm just going to put a Necropant on the board. I don't think we're playing any of those cards. And not going to get healed. That was that really good pack though, so nothing else came back out of that. We'll take the Anticipate, although I don't anticipate us playing that one. Snare Tactician should still be there. Actually, Anticipate's not awful here, actually. Well. I'm going to pick the on-color Mythic. It's not the best deck for it, but we can try and pick up some more stuff to make it work. Basically means that any card with cycling doubles up. Beyond that, the only other cards Essence Scatter or Go for Blood, so we'll take the on-color mythic. Lord Jarkis is a good one. Helps us pick up our instants and sorceries, so not that we have too many of them, but it does mean that we can pick them back up. Also a mutate thing, so it means that our things that stack with mutations are better. Rumbling Rock Slide's a good pickup again, just means we can kind of probably move into a slightly more controlling deck. Another Rock Slide, I mean, sure. So that's 23 cards, and this is probably a 17 land deck. Probably want Thieving Otter over this Frostlinks, but beyond that, this is looking pretty good. Don't really want any of these, so I'll take a Frostlinks for the time being. But I don't think I want a second one here. I think the rest of our stuff's probably good enough that we don't need it. We don't actually have that many instants and sorceries for Riel to be good, which is kind of disappointing that we picked it up in pack 3. Works super well with Channeled Force though. Riel with Channeled Force is a lot of cards. We get to draw a lot of cards. Basically no pick for us here, so we'll just take a Shredded Sails. Again, this pack's not good for us, so we're not going to play any of these cards, so just put a trap on the board. Same again. Don't know why that's dried up so quickly. I don't think we have enough for the Blitz, but we'll take it anyway. Another Marmoset. We might end up playing that one over the Frostlinks. Having the first strike is sometimes relevant over just being able to tap something down. I think that's probably a better one that we can, like, just being able to suit like a Cloud Piercer onto that and have like a 5/4 first strike. Seems pretty good. I guess Cloud Piercer works really well with Riel, thinking about it. Just whenever it mutates, just discard a card, draw 2. Yeah, we can take the land. Okay, just finishing up here. Last couple of picks. Nothing too interesting to discuss. Okay. Sweet. Right, I think we're happy with that, and I think 8/8 is probably about right. Maybe should be an island heavier just because of all of our 2s are blue. Well, the Glimmer Bells are mostly blue, and then the Octopus is blue. Like, we don't have too many red cards till turn 3, so we get a little bit more time to draw that. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it back. Just go 50-50 down the middle and see how this goes. Okay, let's play some games. So if you haven't already, please leave me some feedback on how you like the new the new layout. Got this box here rather than what I had set up before. Looks a little bit tidier to me, so do let me know how you think it looks. I'll hopefully get to do some more streams when my bit rate's actually a little bit more consistent and I'm not dropping so many frames. Play some limited. Mostly been playing standard of late just because that's slightly easier for me to pick up. Yeah, this hand's fun. hate these people that wait so long to do these things. It's like you could just do this sort of, if you're not planning on doing anything and it's not going to change your decision, just do it immediately. It's not going to change anyone's plans. Like, you get such a minor percentage of it and it slows everything down in the game. We're going to anticipate. I think I'm happy with just the untapped land there. Is it on random order? No. It just didn't give me the choice to choose my order. That's great. I'm just going to kill their first thing. Don't know if they're a mutate deck or not. Because we got the second rock slide, don't feel too bad about doing that. Like if the hand is like dependent on that thing to be able to mutate onto, then taking away their first thing is usually quite important. Okay, so looks like that might have been the case. I'm now thinking it's 3 mana to activate this. I was going to play this so that we could guarantee putting counters on these next turn, but without being able to guarantee putting the counters on, I don't think it's worth it. Frondland Felidar. Yep. Okay, go away. Large. That's a nice one. Easy counter there, just don't want them killing out because drawing more cards, this is fine. That's for 6. Gonna separate these mutations. Deals a lot more damage as well, and we don't need to tap the second thing this turn, so there's no point stacking them both on here. Get to whack for 9, draw another card. Holding any lands at this point because the Channeled Force will help us move something out of the way if we need it to. Sure. That's interesting. I feel like I'm supposed to play this out and play the Wingspan Mentor out, so I can pump these and represent lethal next turn. It's like I can just Channeled Force for 1, and that way, with this having pumped, if I put a counter on both of these, then it would be lethal. So yeah, we're not blocking that. So. Crunch. Okay, so they're dead to this, so put a counter on each of those. We'll discard 2 cards. We'll draw 2. We'll deal 2 to this. That'll trigger Dorat. we potentially would have got blown out by the 1 mana white spell. They could have gained 4 life, but I don't think you play around that, especially when we're not able to block the 7/7 they've just cast. So always jam. What's the worst that could happen? Matchmaking's been really slow today. I don't know what that's about. Alrighty, we've got the Glimmerbell, Porcupine combo, a couple of rock slides, just need some lands, so and we are a 17 landing deck this time, so shouldn't be issues drawing lands. Number of lands. No. Easy trade. Don't kill my friends. Going to try and keep them off having creatures now they've got the Sanctuary Lockdown in play. Okay, sweet. Care about that one. Not a human, it's just going to deal us a little bit of damage, so I think we're supposed to just Porcupine it next turn. Why does this parrot not fly? It's a bird, doesn't fly. There's a rock slide for me, sure. I'm going to take 3 here, I would imagine. Yep. I think I'm just going to spend my turn killing this. Gives us a draw step to find something to be able to mutate onto as well. We'd kind of like to not have to play all these lands. Like that one. They won't kill that, that's absolutely fine. Just means we don't get the loot. We have no... we have two, so it's 2, 3. So yeah, it'd be good if we could find anything that lets us cycle, or anything that we exile an attack creature. We are exiling an attack creature, that's rude. Upset. I'm just going to keep the stinger tapped. Really? Really? I think I'm just supposed to kill that thing, right? We have Channeled Force in our deck, so we should be holding lands at this point. We've still got a couple of Glimmer Bells, we've got Sprite Dragon, man, we both just have infinite removal here. We found a Dorat. Here we go. 16 turn clock, let's go. Oh. We've got 18 cards left, they've got 17. They've actually drawn more cards than us here. They have a 3-6. It's quite large. That's a 4-2. Could really do with a... I was gonna say a spell, but that's not really a spell here, so let's do it again. Yikes. Well, we're not blocking, so... And we're dead. That was fun. Drawing infinite lands against infinite removal. Okay, sure. Always winds me up when their removal perfectly lines up against your stuff. And yours just doesn't to theirs. It's like we have a lot of removal, but like just having the swallow hole exactly when they still had a creature left that they could tap it with and those kind of things, it's just frustrating. Yeah, this hand's basically where we want to be at. A couple of Glimmer Bells to mutate onto, got a Marmoset as well, which should give mutate targets. So land 4 is perfect, so you can play 5 Pierce runtime, and then any subsequent lands can get ditched to the mutation. This is probably like one of the worst Marmoset decks I've drafted, but like we're not using it for the cycling here. We're just using it as a 2/3 first strike because it was better than the 2/2 tap thing. Just playing a 4/4 out. I think I'm just supposed to kill. I say I just think I should kill the 4/4, but. Hit them for 6. Well, we get to rock slide that one, so we'll get to fix their mana. But yeah, we will get to kill that mutation, so yeah, it's not too bad for us. Imagine that means they'll be able to kill my stuff next turn though, so. We don't have double blue, so there's no point trying to hold up finish spell, so it's going another 6. Expecting this to get blood curdled. Nothing we can do about it, so. Gonna play a Marmoset. So we can actually cycle this to pump it. At the moment we don't have our double blue, so I think we ditched a mountain to the other effect as well. Yeah, so it's not like we've had an extra blue source at all. No, I can't block, so what have you got for 4? Extinction event for just kill my Marmoset, sure. Extinction event for just kill one creature kind of says how we're doing in this game, so. And they still don't have 6 land untapped, so. It'd be good if we could. I'm still not going to cycle this. It would be good if we can find an untapped blue. I'm assuming they're going to play like a Honey Mammoth or something next turn and just kind of stabilize. So it'd be good if we can find the blue source to help us counter that one. Skull Prophet, sure. We have a Real, so let's attack for 2. Play Real, and this cycling turns into a draw 2 here, so that's not that bad for us. And it makes it a 2/3. But they also might use this as a magnet for their removal here when the Glimmer Bells are actually what we care about here. Cycling to help us find a mutate creature. Basically any of our mutations on these Glimmer Bells is lethal, so. They can't mutate at all because those are both humans. Bushmeat Poacher, sure. So we use both of these to cast that, so that means they've obviously got something. Right, so we're going to start by cycling this. We'll get to draw 2 cards. gonna wait and see what they do here, because I'm assuming they're gonna have to do something end of turn. Put a death touch counter on that. Yeah, that's fine. Like they need to deal with the board here. Riel's going to turn into a 4/4/3 after I cast the Channeled Force as well. It's a shame I can't Channeled Force for 4 to kill the Poacher, but I guess the Poacher kind of needs to kill sacrifice the Humble Naturalist this turn phase. So yeah, so they gain life equal to that creature's toughness. They can't tap this for that mana, so these two will essentially need to be tapped. Boot Nipper, that'll have lifelink. I'm just going to discard the 2 cards, I think. It's still going to draw me 4 cards. I keep the Rock Slide to be able to kill their thing. Oh, I've got multiple mutates as well. So when this resolves, we draw another 2 cards. Found a Dorat as well. Found a Cloud Piercer as well. Right, so they would go to 4, so I think the right thing is to start with the Cloud Piercer. Because if they can't deal with the Cloud Piercer, then they're going to struggle. I guess they might have the fight or the deal damage, so the Poacher might be able to kill the Piercer through that. I guess is one thing they might have. Which of these am I discarding? I think I'm discarding the Perfect Pet. Then we have to draw another card. So we attack with the 2 flyers. Okay, that mana doesn't do anything, so... Yep. This fight, this ram through on this to kill this is what I'm expecting here. Okay, they got nothing. Okay, they just tank for nothing. Sure. Fine, we take those, we take those. Do it again. Yeah, this hand seems good. Again, Glimmerbell into Cloud Piercer on 4 is basically where we want to be at. Find the 3 as well, so just looking for land 4. Riel's a nice one if we can play that on 3 and then we can loot away something, get some more cards on turn 4. Power Finder here, so... They might be able to curdle this, but that's not a big deal. Just gonna bounce it. That's fair and reasonable. So really looking for this this fourth land here, which we obviously didn't hit. Why would we? Need to cycle this, or need to cycle something if we don't need to counter something. So. Yep, don't need to counter that. Don't need to counter that one either. So let's draw a card, find the land, perfect. Let's kill the shark. And I guess I'm not blocking, so I'm not blocking, so if they mutate, my thing gets to being a 1/1, so Bloom Pangolin, sure. Gain 5 life, draw a card, seems reasonable. And then they get to return something. Guess they return the shark. That's gross. Yep. Now we can't block. Yep. Yep. Could really do with drawing any amount of land here, so we can actually cast some spells and not just die. I mean, of non-land draws, we'll kill the thing that's killing us. So. That's gonna have flying, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okie dokie, right. What is the line? Are we playing the Cloud Piercer? I think I need to hold up the counter spell. So I think I'm just supposed to play Dora and have Dorat just get in the way of the Terran. Just like a mana short of doing anything that we actually want to do. I guess we can just jam Riel and jam Dorat. Probably the best thing to do. And then just chump with one of those two. I do need to chump. Could just take the 3. Just take the 3 and then try and get the Dorat a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm just going to take this. If they've got a pump, they've got a pump. So go to 2. Baby Godzilla. Their deck seems sweet. Right, okay. That's a good start. So. Feel like I'm just supposed to play. I really want to play the Archipelago on something, but I feel like it's just not going to resolve, so. might just sack the baby Godzilla to Poacher there. No, chose not to. So we're just chumping with Dorat here. This then lets me cycle this to draw 2, seeing as they didn't cast anything. Don't feel like I'm getting an opportunity to counter anything else. I just need to jam these things for the rest of the game basically. So Capture Sphere is a nice pickup. Wingspan Mentor makes them Marmoset fly. Guess I'm kind of in for attacking with Riel. Like, do I? That's not true. Not true yet. Please stay down. Chose to do this in their upkeep rather than in my turn, so that they didn't give them an opportunity to sacrifice this to draw an extra card, and before they got to my turn. So if they want to use the Poacher, they need to do that during their own turn now. So it means it'll be tapped, or they don't do it till the end of my turn. So they've got what, 15 cards left. We've got 20. At least we've got a couple of answers, or a couple of big things to come. If they don't kill the Riel, we get to Cloud Piercer, draw a couple of cards. We are on 2, so it's very precarious at the moment. We'd really like them just to tap out and do something here, even if it means like one of my better creatures being killed, just so we can try and land one of these things. That's interesting. The fact they chose not to draw cards is good. Another kill spell? We have another kill spell. Okay, sure. Baby Godzilla Menace, sure. Now I get a 1. This thing can stay tapped. Please don't kill my Archipelago now. You did just use 2 removal spells, so I'm hoping you don't have another one, having just drawn all those cards. Thinking about sacrificing the baby Godzilla to draw a card. Yikes. What was their last card? Goodbye, Wingspan Mentor. Ooh, that's a good thing for us. Oh, we get to pick up the Rumbling Rock Slide. Yes, let's do that. In fact, let's pick up the cancel. Cancel surely does it. They've got a neutralize, sure. So this Cloud Piercer trigger, keeping this thing tapped, might well just do this. Tap this. Tap it again. Discard this, draw a card, hit you for 7 is the idea here. Don't draw anything. Don't draw anything. Yes! Nice. Nice. Whew. That was a good one. That was a good one. Right. 3-1 so far with this deck. Yeah, this hand seems fine. I do love myself a Glimmerbell. Glimmerbell's such a good jellyfish. Don't want to play at the Wingspan Mentor, it's just kind of a 1-3 for a 1-3 for 3, so this means they've not done. Okay. So we're just gonna kill out the Channel Force because our hand's also garbage, so so we're going to draw some cards, we're going to kill that, and we're going to get rid of these 3 cards that are doing absolutely nothing. Please go away. Oh, Porky Paddock's going to do some work here. Holy crap, Porky Paddock's going to kill some things. Yeah, that's fine. Let me Porky Paddock. Right. Do we have the fear? I have the fear. Oh, it would have resolved. That went far too quickly to not resolve. Kind of want the land anyway, so we can untap and kill both things. Oh, blown out big time. Yikes. If I had just done that last turn, not played around the Essence Scatter, I would have got there. What is opponent's draft deck? What is opponent's draft deck, by the way? Alright, please stop that. Thank you. You can mutate onto that as much as you like, just stop attacking me. Sure. Whenever this cruelties combat damage to a player, that's exceptional. Right, okay. Kill that one. Can mutate the octopus, it'll start dealing 2, it's going to be excellent. Yep. This is going to be an issue at some point, but that's future me's problem. Ugh, that's so brutal. Like nothing we can even do about that. Yep, so I'm gonna get hit for 3 and this dies. Oh, because I just didn't go for it with the Porky Paddock. I wasn't playing around the second mythic Titan, Apex, whatever they're called. Woof. I can't even rock slide the camper door, so 5/4 and yeah. It would just make this 5 +5 +5. Oh, stop it. How many mutate creatures did they get? Like, really? Okay, I'm done at this point. Like, what the hell was that? Double Apex. Nice draft deck opponent. Oh, and all down to the fact that I didn't kill the thing with the Porky Paddock. I didn't jam the Porky Paddock when they could have had Essence Scatter. I still don't think I'd have won that because they still had access to that thing. So as soon as they found that 1/3 flyer, like, I wouldn't have been able to deal with that either. But at least I wouldn't have been dying whilst all that was happening. So yeah, that was just a bit of variance, a bit of a ridiculous deck from the opponent. Not much can say or do about that. This is fine. Early Octopus, hopefully good enough. This deck is just not cooperating with its mana at all. Opponent to a million lands. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Just gonna jam the Riel here. Why wouldn't it be an Archipelago? Yep, take 7. Why did we miss the land drops every time as well? Alright, we draw 2 off this. Should hit some lands. Perfect. Let's try and hit some more lands. At least we've got a couple of answers. Like we've got the Rock Slide for the next thing. We've got the Capture Sphere for this Archipelago. So. What the hell? Why do we keep getting completely destroyed by whatever our opponent's got? Just a fertile. Please stay down. Please don't have a whole lot more beyond that, because I'm already struggling with this. Don't mutate anything onto your Fertilid. Oh my word. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we've got chumps for a turn. Chumps for a turn, then we get to kill it, and actually that's the exact wrong one to play. Because now I need to draw a 3-drop. If I played the Porky Parrot or the Cloud Piercer, then it meant that I could Wingspan Mentor, and actually them having done this means that if they don't have anything else, then I'm not dead to this in 2, so I have to block. So. Because like they could have also attacked with the Fertilid twice, which would have left me dead, but they chose to do something different, so sure, they're looking for some more gas. Alright, kill that thing. For God's sake. Okay, well that's the end of that one. Like, my word, we got wrecked by some people that opened some actual rares. Yeah, we opened the Riel a bit too late to kind of push us into that a little bit more. First pick Octopus was fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with this deck. We just got brutalized by people with mythics and rares. So yeah, there's not a whole lot we can say or do about that, unfortunately. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and we'll catch you next time.